Alrighty, let's move around to some stories, and the biggest story that happened yesterday, folks. I mean, when this break like 8 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, it caught me by surprise. Holy moly. There is a new quarterback for the Los Angeles Rams, folks, and it's old Matthew Stafford. The Lions traded Matthew Stafford to the Rams for Jared Goff, 2 first-round picks, and a third-round pick. Now, who won the trade? I gotta say it's the Rams, folks. You get the better quarterback. All this team needed was a quarterback. No, I mean, Jared Goff hasn't been getting it done. So now we're gonna get another kind of narrative going into 2021. Was it Jared Goff? Was it Sean McVay? Who deserves credit for, the brief success for the Rams? I mean, they got to a Super Bowl. They got to the playoffs almost every season. So somebody's got to be kind of responsible for that. Kind of like Brady and Belichick, which we've been following all season, really looking like it was on Brady, not really Belichick. So next season we get to watch that narrative. Matt Stafford finally gets to compete for a ring. Finally. No Phillip Rivers. This man is not trying to be Phillip Rivers. He sees how that story ends. You go to the Colts in your last year, you make the playoffs and lose in the first round of the wild card. Then you go to the Hall of Fame, but does it really even matter if you don't got the ring? Come on. So this is going to be real exciting to watch. Jared Goff on the Lions, that's probably not even going to work. I mean, this Lions organization is really not that great. They really don't have any good pieces already in place. I mean, Galladay, is that even a great receiver? Can Jared Goff make Galladay work? I don't know. So the Lions getting 2 picks here. I absolutely hate picks. I hate draft picks. I don't think they're really worth anything unless you're in the top 10. If you have a top 10 draft pick, then that's a solid pick. But usually those only go to rebuilding teams. That's why, if you have a bad record, you get a good draft pick. So if you're not in the top 10, these draft picks are really worthless. You can find value deep in the draft. You can find busts real high in the draft. We see it all the time, folks. So drafting there's no certainty in it. The Lions, they're getting the Rams 2 future first-round picks in 2023 and 2024, I believe. But I mean, the Rams aren't going to have high draft picks. So, yes, the Lions are getting draft picks, but they're going to be, high 20s, nothing real great. So, the Lions may be having 2 first-round picks in the first round since they have their own and the Rams for the next couple of seasons. But, at the end of the day, these are really not anything great. You can bust up in the draft. Nothing works out. You don't get a great pick. They turns out to a bust. So, if you don't have a top 10 pick, I really don't care about it. I would be trading my picks all the time, just like the Rams are. And as we see right here, Jared Goff was the Rams' last first-round pick in 2016. Now we know why the Rams don't like their draft picks. They're like, we just spent a first-round pick on this man. Anybody see anything great from this man? Can't even win a Super Bowl. Can't even win a Super Bowl his second year into the season. This is a bust. This man's a bust. So, Rams. Let's just kind of dissect their kind of draft picks, because I see a lot of people saying that the Lions kind of won the draft or won the trade because they got a solid quarterback and draft picks. Let's not kind of go that far. Let's kind of see what first round draft picks does to your team. Does it do anything good? So here we go. The Rams have traded away their first round draft picks since 2016. Didn't have a first round in 2017, 18, 19, or 20. So what have the Rams done since that time span of drafting Jared Goff? Let's see their overall record. Well, here we go. In 2016, they get Jared Goff. They go 4-12. Obviously, you're not going to do anything right there. All right, so 2017, his first real year, his first real season under his belt. They go 11-5. Now they don't have a first-round draft pick in this season. They go 11-5. They lose the wild card. You still make the playoffs without having a first-round pick. That's fine. Now in 2018, once again, no first-round pick. They got to the Super Bowl. They lost it. Unfortunate. 2019, they had no first-round pick. They went 9-7, just barely missed the playoffs. Then just this season, once again, no first-round draft picks. They go 10-6. They make it to the second round of the playoffs. They won a first-round playoff game. They won the wild card. And then they have to go to Green Bay, and then they lose to Green Bay, which is to be expected because Green Bay was actually good before they faced, the Bucks. So, yes, you don't need a first-round pick to be successful in this league. Just go get the proven talent. Go get the proven quarterback, and that's what the Rams did. So I 100% believe that the Rams won the trade. You upgrade at quarterback kind of substantially. Jared Goff over Matt Stafford. I mean, look what Matt Stafford was doing with this Lions team, with just pure trash at the organization, at like the highest level, at the coaching position, at the talent level on the actual field. There was nothing great about this Lions team. I mean, he was working with rookie DeAndre Swift this season, who was actively trying to lose game for the Lions the entire season. He was just going to Galladay, making him work one solid wide receiver on his team that he really elevated into kind of a superstar. So, yeah. Lions, I don't really think won the trade. They kind of got worse at quarterback. I mean, the Rams, if you're trading a quarterback, that's really not a great sign. Now, I know you guys can come right back out with the argument, well, the Lions traded Matt Stafford. Yeah, because, they're moving in a new direction overall in their organization. They're rebuilding. The Rams are just getting rid of their quarterback just because he's trash. They think the man cannot play. It's super unfortunate. It seemed like even when Jared Goff had good games, they were still kind of barely winning or still losing. So I don't really think Jared Goff has too much of an impact on this overall Rams team, where Matt Stafford, we know, can elevate receivers, and they got Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp. I mean, Jared Goff was throwing like 100 yards to them every game and still losing. Matt Stafford can, definitely elevate those around them, get more activity involved with, the number 3, the number 4, the running back, the number 3, number 4 wide receiver, the running back, getting them involved a little bit more. So, absolutely huge trade. Definitely caught me by surprise, and this is definitely one that we're going to have to keep an eye on come 2021 in the NFL season, when we get to finally see Matt Stafford for the Rams, Jared Goff for the Lions. Which team's going to look better? Are the Rams going to look even better than what they had with Jared Goff with Matt Stafford? That's going to be in question. So, Sean McVay, hey, this is his season. If he doesn't do anything first season with Matt Stafford, I think we can officially kind of rule him out as not really a genius, and maybe just kind of got lucky getting to the Super Bowl for one season. So with this trade, it really puts a lot of pressure on Sean McVay. He's doubling down, saying, hang on, I was fine running this offense. It was just Jared Goff holding us back. So a lot of pressure with this trade for Sean McVay.